Tripathi, working as Assistant Professor in Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida, which is affiliated from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. In today's topic, I am going to elaborate on the mineral resource. This is also a very important topic which comes under the natural resources, that how we are going to conserve our mineral resource, what are the factors they are going to deplete our mineral resource, what are the things which are how we are going to mine our mineral resource. All these things we will discuss in detail here. First, we will see the content of our mineral resource, what the things which we are going to discuss here. First part is the introduction, we will discuss the introduction part, classification, after that classification. Third is the use and the exploitation, how we are going to use our mineral resource. Fourth is environmental impact, what are the environmental impact or what are the issues we are facing for the extraction of our mineral resource. This is very important topic, we will discuss in detail here. And lastly, the conservation. This is very important topic, that how we are going to conserve, because it is also a very important resource which is given by our nature. So, we have to conserve our mineral resource also. So, let us start with the introduction part. Minerals are naturally occurring inorganic crystalline solid having a defined chemical composition. It is having a defined chemical composition and characteristics physical property, and having so many different characteristic physical property. Minerals are formed over a period of millions of years. They are not formed in a very shorter period of time. Minerals are formed in over a very millions of years in earth's crust. Minerals are homogeneous naturally, they are homogeneous naturally occurring substance with a definable internal structure. Minerals are found in varied form in nature, they are found in varied form, different form in nature, ranging from hardest to softest. Means the mineral which we are seeing, they are formed in different form, they are hard as well as they are soft. The example of hardest mineral is diamond and the softest mineral is talc. So, they are formed in a different form. Minerals are usually found in ores. Minerals are found in ore, we all know, and ore is a mineral or the combination of mineral from which a useful substance can be formed. Okay. Such as metal can be extracted and used to manufacture a useful product. We can extract a metal and we use that metal for the production, for the preparation, for the manufacturing of different items or the product. Here we see the classification of mineral. Basically, the minerals can be classified broadly into two different parts. First is metallic mineral and the second is non-metallic mineral. We will discuss later on. Metallic minerals are those minerals which can be melted to obtain a newer product. Here you see that these metallic minerals can be melted. First, we are going to melt that metallic minerals to obtain the new product. For obtaining a new product, we have to melt that metallic mineral. They contain metal and are generally found in indigenous rock. These metallic minerals are also vital for industrialization metallic minerals and can be ferrous, non-ferrous and precious. Okay, like the example I have quoted here, bauxite and humanite. Like the first, these metallic minerals are melted and after the melting process, we are going to form the newer product. And this non-metallic minerals which I have quoted earlier, that are those which do not yield new products. They are not going to give you a new product. Okay. They do not contain minerals, they are also not containing any type of minerals and are generally found in sedimentary rock, and they are found in the sedimentary, and the previous one they are found in the indigenous rock. So, this is the basic difference. If you are going to write the difference in metallic and non-metallic mineral, you can also quote here that here I am going to elaborate you that in this metallic mineral, they are first melted and then we are going to have a new product. And the non-metallic minerals, they are not going to melt in, they are not going to form a new product, they are formed from the indigenous rock, and the non-metallic minerals are formed from the sedimentary rock. So, this is the basic difference in both the metallic and non-metallic. Here the example are graphite, diamond and feldspar quartz, all these. Use and exploitation, how we are going to use and how we are going to exploit. The main uses of mineral resources are listed here, that these are the main resources, these are the basic uses of our mineral resource. First, I am going to explain you that development of industrial plant and machinery. For the development purpose, we are using our mineral resource. So, this is a very important use which I have quoted here. Use in the construction of building, bridges and house settlement. For the housing settlement, for making house, for making bridge, for making road, for making buildings, we are going to use our mineral resource. So, we all know it is very essential part. Third use we are discussing here, that it is used in the communication. Mineral resources are also used for the communication purpose. How? In communication, like in the telephone wires we are using our minerals, for the cable, for electronic devices, all these things we are using. So, and nowadays mineral resource playing a very important part. Like if there is poor communication, we are not able to conduct classes, we are not able to conduct any seminar. So, in this pandemic situation, this mineral resource is playing very important role. So, here it is also important use of our mineral resource, that by the use of these resources we are going to conduct classes in such a pandemic condition. We are conveying each and every message from any part of the world. So, this is important use. Use for the formation of ornament. For making ornament, we are also using the mineral resource, like for the jewelry, gold, diamond, silver and many more items we are going to prepare. So, it is also very important, and it also increase the economic pattern of our country. Formation of alloy for various purpose. We are going to formulate an alloy for different purpose. So, this is important use also. Used in the field of agriculture for synthesis of fertilizer. For proper agriculture purpose, we are going to use our mineral. Means minerals are used in different way. In our health issues also we are using minerals. For making fertilizers, for increasing the quality of crop, we are using our minerals. For communication purpose, for building roads, for building dams, for building bridges, house settlement, all this area we are using our mineral. So, you can see how our minerals are important. Now, what are the environmental impact? If we are using such type of minerals in so many different part of our lifestyle, so there will also some impact we are going to see. The scale and the level of requirement of minerals have increased manifold in our country, and it is heading towards the stage where much larger consumption of the mineral will be inequitable to sustain even the minimum growth rate of our economy. Although the area occupied for mining activity is small, yet the demand to the environment on the account of mining causing grave concern. Environmental degradation resulting from mining activity in general can be briefly enumerated as follows. In this slide, I have discussed here that we have to mine. For taking the mineral, we have to take the mineral from different sources. We have to mine our mineral. So, for mining we have to change our environmental condition, we will suffer, we will hamper our environmental problems. So, we have to take a proper method, that how we are going to mine our mineral in a very proper manner, so that we cannot hamper our environmental impacts. This is our basic priority, that we should not be hampering our environmental issues. During the mining activity, we should be have in a mind that we are not going to disturb our environment. So, we have to take some of the proper method, like here you see the environmental impact of mining are air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, soil degradation, all these things we are facing. Okay. So, to minimize this, we have to check on some of the issues, like first if I see here air pollution with a dust and gas due to the drilling, blasting, mine hotlets and the transportation by road, also for the waste heaps. Air pollution is also caused by our mining activity. Our air is going to disturb by our mining activity. So, we have to take a proper measure, proper measures we have to follow, so that it cannot cause our air pollution. Water pollution, when the atomic elements and the other harmful elements are present in ore, mineral, mine effluent, it will cause the water pollution. So, it is also next problem for us also. So, we have to focus on that also. We have a key observation for the settlement of that water pollution, that during the mining we have to stop the polluting our water bodies. Modifying water regimens such as surface flow, groundwater availability and lowering down of water table. When we are going to mine our minerals, we have to focus, we have a key observation on the water table, that during the mining our water table should not be disturbed, because if our water table is going to disturb, we are facing the water problem. So, to achieve anything, we should not disturb anything. Okay. So, we have to balance on that we should take an ore without disturbing any of these things. Soil erosion, soil modification with dust and soil can also be seen here, and noise and vibration problem is also seen. When in particular area where the mining is happening, noise and vibration problem is heavily seen here. We face that problem. So, we have to avoid this problem, because they will going to disturb our wildlife. Okay. To protect them, we have to set some of the basic parameter, that while mining we have to minimize the noise and vibration problem, so that our habitat near that area cannot be disturbed. Next is alteration of landform. In that particular area where we are going to mine, the mining area where we are going to perform that mining activity, the landform is going to alter. We are facing the landslide. Okay. We are facing the poor agriculture problem. So, we have to take some basic steps to avoid that problem. Okay. Deforestation affecting flora and fauna. When we are going to mining, for performing the mining activity, we are going to cut down the tree, we are going to deforestate, and due to the deforestation, the flora and fauna of that particular region are going to disturb. So, we have to also check on that. Spoiling aesthetic with untreated waste dump should be avoided. Now, here we see some of the consequences of mineral resource. What are the basic consequences of mineral resource? First is forced migration. Okay. Second is wastage of upper soil layer and vegetation. First point which I am going to elaborate you, that forced migration is adopted, because if in particular area where there is a mining activity is performed, we have to migrate. And the top soil, which is fertile soil, which we know that the wastage of upper soil layer and the vegetation. Upper soil is very much important for our agriculture purpose. So, if we are going to do the mining activity in that particular area, we are wastage our top soil, and the top soil is rich in nutrients. Okay. That is why there is very less agriculture is seen in that particular zone where mining activity is done. Okay. Now, ozone depletion is also seen, greenhouse gases increases in that particular area where mining activity is performed, environmental pollution is seen. In that area where the mining activity is performed, we are facing the environmental issues, different environmental issues we are facing. So, we have to focus on that also, that during the mining of our mineral, we have to safeguard our planet, we have to safeguard our place, our environment in which we are living. Okay. Now, natural hazards also seen, deforestation and desertification is also seen in that particular area, rapid depletion of high grade of mineral. There is a great depletion of mineral in that particular area. So, we have a rapid depletion of high grade of mineral is also seen. Next is noise and vibration in the mine affects wildlife. We have also discussed in our previous slide that due to the mining activity, our flora, fauna and the wildlife are going to disturb. Okay. So, we have to avoid such type of things by which we are getting disturb our flora, fauna and the wildlife. Last thing which I will conclude in our mineral resource is the conservation. We have to conserve our mineral resource. How we are going to conserve? What are the things by which we are going to conserve our mineral resource? Because if we are not going to conserve our mineral resource, we will face severe problem. We will face severe problem in many reasons. So, first one by one we will discuss here that the conservation of mineral resources are as follows. First, industries can reduce waste by using more efficient mining and processing method. We have to set a specific guidelines for our industries so that they can reduce the waste, they can reduce their waste material, and when they are reducing their waste material, the more effluent mining and the processing method should be adopted. In some cases, industries can substitute some of the minerals for scarce one. If any of the mineral is in scarcity, we can also use the substitution method. Okay? This is also a very effective method for the conservation of mineral. So, if we see that this particular type of mineral is scarce, is in less quantity, so we have to substitute that mineral. Where it is possible, we can use the substitution so that we can conserve, we can protect our mineral resource. It is also a very effective method by which we are going to conserve, save our mineral. Third point is some mineral products can be recycled. We have to focus on the recycling of the minerals. Okay? And the aluminum can commonly recycle. Recycled aluminum products does not require the large amount of electric power and needed to refine bauxite. Some of the products can be recycled easily and they are not utilizing the maximum power. So, we have to focus on the recycling so that we can easily conserve our mineral. Products made from the many other minerals such as nickel, chromium, lead, copper can also be recycled. There are so many products, there are so many minerals and so many products which can be recycled in a very easy manner. So, we have to focus, we have to educate the people on that thing, that how we can recycle the minerals, how we can recycle the things so that we can use the minimum mineral in a proper manner. Strict laws should be made. We have to give a strict law against that conservation method, that we have to conserve all these in a very proper and effective manner. Okay? Remedies and measure. There are so many remedies and measure of these mineral resource. First remedy, we will discuss the use of mineral in a planned and sustainable manner. Recycling of metal should be done. First remedy which we are going to here explain you, that we have to use mineral in a very planned manner. By planning we can minimize the use of our mineral resource. So, first thing is, in a planned manner and sustainable manner, we are going to recycling, we are going to use our mineral in a recycling of metal. Second, use of alternative renewable substitute. We have to use the alternative things. Again, alternative means we have to use the renewable substitute in place of that mineral. By this way, we can also be save our mineral resource. People can conserve mineral resource by utilizing renewable resource. For example, using hydroelectricity, solar power plant as a source of energy. We can also use some of the mineral in a very easy, in a very planned manner, like we can use the solar energy, we can use the hydroelectricity in place of that mineral, because these energies are renewable. So, we have to focus on the renewable sources which can be renewed in a very shorter period of time. We have to focus that mineral instead of that mineral which cannot be replenished. So, we have to put in our mind that we have to conserve our power, we have to conserve our mineral instead of losing, instead of wasting it. So, renewable resources can be also used in place of our mineral resource. By reusing, recapturing and recycling method, these three are rules. Again here I am discussing you that reusing, by using maximum number of time, reusing, recapturing and recycling method, we can also conserve our mineral resource in a very effective manner. Material can be manufactured from minerals and by replacing other material as well. In many cases, the cost of recapturing and recycling is much higher than continuing to extract and process minerals. At the other hand, it is a lot of material available on which how metals can be recycled and why other are not. We have discussed these in our previous slide that we have to focus, it is our key responsibility that we have to focus how we are going to conserve it. By using the substitute, by using the recycling, by using the renewable resources, we are going to conserve our mineral resource. Now, here I am going to discuss you that the environmental damage caused by the mining activity. By performing the mining activities, we are going to damage our environment. This is a very big issue. So, to avoid this issue and what are the things our environment is going to face by the mining activity, first we have to know that when we are going to perform the mining activity, our environment is facing so many problems. How? Like surface water pollution. First thing is the surface water pollution. We are facing the surface water pollution. Air pollution is also seen by mining activity. Occupational health hazard, the people who are doing, who are giving the services to that particular field, they are having some health issues. So, they are also having the health problem. Subsidence of land is also seen, devegetation is also seen, and the landscape is also dephasing, groundwater contamination is also seen. So, by doing the mining activity, when we are going to mine the area where we are performing the mining activity, these things our environment is facing. So, to avoid this, we have to set some of the rules. Now, here we see the economic importance of mineral resources. What are the economic importance of our mineral resource? The significance of mineral resource embraces several areas and they are an integral part of industrial development, economic progress and national security. Second economic importance is that, which I have quoted here, mineral resources are related to the significant economic activity that convert natural mineral wealth into a good for industrial and domestic consumption. So, by this our the economic importance of our country is also going to increase. So, we have to protect our mineral resource in a very planned and very effective manner, so that we can give rise to our economic purpose also. Minerals are important to our health also. For our health purpose, we are also taking different minerals. Okay. So, we have to also save our mineral. We need small amount of wide variety of mineral like calcium, phosphorus, sulfur, copper, and there are so many minerals which our body is taking for the sustaining our lifestyle. So, it is also very important for us also. Coal, oil and natural gas provide us with almost all of the energy we use to light, heat and run our world. For running our world, we use different natural gases, coal, oil and different item for giving light to our nature. So, these are also very much important for running our world. For running our lifestyle, we use the mineral resource. Gypsum is primarily used to make wall board. It is also an ingredient in cement. Iron is used for the tool, for application and for building support. For building support, this is also very important. We are using different minerals. For making building, for making dam, we are using different minerals. Limestone is used as building stone, ornamental stone for the surface and to make cement. We are using different type of mineral in different area for running our lifestyle. Oil and natural gas are used as a fuel and the ingredient in the chemical industries to produce petroleum based product, notably plastic. Notably plastic, but we are going to produce the petroleum based product by this mineral also. Sand and gravel are used as fill to provide a stable foundation for building and road. For making building and road, we are also using our mineral resource. Bentonite is important in well drilling and barite is important in oil drilling. So, it is also very important that in oil and in well drilling purpose we are using this mineral. Chert used to make stone tools and used to fill to provide a stable base for road. So, these all minerals we are using in different purpose for sustaining our lifestyle. These all minerals are used in our different part for our health, for making road, for making in agriculture purpose, in making economic, the growth for our economic. We are using this mineral in different area. Last slide, the fluoride used as a flux, which is used an intermediate chemical to separate metal from the waste material. The largest use of lead in automotive batteries. Minerals are the ingredient in almost all of the product we use, from fertilizer, plastic, we are using in fertilizer, we are using in plastics, toothpaste, medicine, and in different area we are using our mineral in different purposes. Medicines are also play an important role in processing of mineral. When we are going to process, when we are going to form any of the medicine, we are using our mineral. So, it is also very much important. Here I am going to conclude my topic by saying that mineral deposit in the earth are limited. So, if we know that the mineral deposit in earth are limited, we have to conserve it properly. We have to use it properly in a very proper manner. We should use them very carefully. Okay? We should not exhaust all of our resource unthoughtfully. We should use our resource in a very planned manner, in a very effective manner. We should find some alternative to save our mineral resource. We have to think over that. We have to choose some of the alternative method on which we are going to utilize. We should use solar, wind and water energy as an alternative to the coal and petroleum. Instead of coal and petroleum, we should use the renewable resources. Instead of coal and petroleum, we should use the wind, water and solar energy, so that we can save our mineral resource. Thank you.